Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Dive Addiction. On today's episode, we are, well, hunting fish using other fish. We're using these lights to light up the smaller fish so the bass can find them and chow down. We're out here at Gilboa. I got my tent set up, stay the night up here, get ready to do some awesome dives. Alright guys, check this out. As you can see, these bass, they love following this light around. And they follow it around, they'll see when I illuminate a fish like this one here and the last one a second ago. And all I gotta do is keep the light on the fish for a minute. One of these big guys will come in and dispatch them quickly. They're eating good tonight. I'm spotting out all these little fish and they're going in there and they're getting it done. It's a really cool feeling when you're down here on a dive and, you know, every dive is just relaxing to me, so a night dive is absolutely no different. Some people can find it to be a little bit disorienting, but I love a night dive just as much, if not more, than a daytime dive. And watch this, bam! That was a big fish. Oh, that's probably a 6-pound bass, maybe more. Just came in and just annihilated that bluegill. That was not a small bluegill by any stretch of the imagination. Coming out here and just staying. You don't have to go deep to have a good time. This is only about 20 feet deep. We're over by the wall. The activity of these bass hunting at night over by this wall is insane. And I really love just being able to spot these fish out and help these bass get a meal. Help them grow up big and strong. It's kind of interesting because as you come in and you've got your light on, as you're sweeping that light back and forth, just swimming through this area, you'll start acquiring more bass that'll start following you. You can't really see all of them in the video because they go out of frame and they're not in the light and all that, but they're sitting back watching, and there'll be 15, 20 of them around me at any given time. But when they see something light up in that light, they go right after it. He's looking for this one right now. I'm trying to show him where it's at. Here comes this catfish. That is a beautiful cat too. Nice gold colored cat. Here in a second you'll see a flash. The flashes are my dive buddy Tanya taking pictures. She is an amazing diver. We just did an hour-long dive, and it was funny because before we got in the water, I was like, oh, it won't be an hour long. It was definitely an hour-long dive. She only had 2,000 psi when we got in the water. She stretched it out, made it last an hour. Her sack rate is phenomenal. Boom! Nailed him. Oh, man. You can hear my excitement. I love watching this. It is amazing, and some of the bass that you'll see come out are massive. I like this because, like right here, I felt like I'm telling that bass to go look under the log for a fish, and I pointed the light there, and that's exactly where he went. Looked right underneath that log, just like I wanted him to. I thought that was really cool. It really feels like I'm almost in control of these fish in a way, like they're trained. But in reality, you know, they're just out there looking for a meal, and the light's definitely going to help them. but it's really cool to watch. And you know, I'm just sitting here looking around for these fish, and when I find one, I spot them out, and you'll see like they just come right on in, look right over top of him. Boom, nailed him. You can hear my excitement when it happens too. I love watching these fish come in and just annihilate other fish. So not only is getting down here and watching these fish interact in a way that you normally wouldn't see in the daytime an amazing thing to experience, and 10 out of 10, highly recommend it. Now, that being said, there are some special considerations that I would highly recommend for anybody that's going to be getting into open water at night. One is, if you're going to get into a night dive situation, I would recommend staying in an open area. Don't necessarily go into areas kind of like what I'm in now, where you can get in and stuck in fallen trees and stuff, because it is a little bit more disorienting to dive at night. So you need to take that into consideration. Also, a buddy. Because it's disorienting at night, you want to have a buddy that you trust, that you don't feel like you need to babysit. And I got super lucky when I met Tanya and started diving with her. She is 10 out of 10, a great diver. She's also an amazing photographer. She takes great underwater pictures, and it's just nice to know that I have somebody that's like-minded. You know, we both know what each other's mission is while we're down here. She wants to take pictures, I'm going to take video. I might move around more than she does, but it's when you start getting used to a new buddy, you kind of learn how they move. And at night, it's a little bit easier because I can see her light, you know, I can see her flash. I can point things out for her to be able to take pictures of at night with my light. So at night, it can be easier, even though it is harder. But having a buddy that you don't have to babysit, that you guys both know what the other is trying to accomplish on the dive, is absolutely an amazing thing. Also, you don't really want somebody at night that's going to kick up the bottom a lot, because that silt at night, when your light hits that, it's going to be worse than getting silted out during the daytime. You can see right here, I'm pointing out the fish. She's over top of it with the light, and pretty sure she gets some pictures of this one. I think I've seen her post those. But, oh, here we go. Is it going to go for it? Oh, look at that. He got him. I don't know if he got him or not. I couldn't see if he squirted out of there. He must have, because he isn't chewing, so he must have shot out the back, you know. But that's the amazing part of this, is you don't always know if the fish that you're lighting up is going to be food or not going to be food. Now again, like I said about your buddy, look, she's not right on the bottom. She's close. She's not right on the bottom. She's not kicking it up. Like I said, 10 out of 10, great dive buddy. I do get a little bit invasive at times. You know, I get kicked because of it, and that's just one of those things about having a dive buddy. It's going to happen. I'm probably really killing her ISO with my light. I probably shouldn't be doing that. I don't. She didn't say anything to me, but I think I'm going to try not to do that next time. Oh, here we go. Watch. Oh man, he got that guy right there. You know he got him because he's holding leaves in his mouth. If he didn't have the fish in his mouth, there ain't no way he would have kept a hold of them leaves. He'd have spit them out instantly. Now you can see, like, she's really good with her trim and her buoyancy. Having a buddy that can not stir everything up at night is a lot more important than during the daytime, because like I said, your light's just going to kick up so much backscatter from all of that that silt, and it's really going to blind you out. You're going to have to go up to get out of it. We're not in the deepest of water. We're probably 15, 20 feet deep. It was funny, we got in, I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be an hour-long dive. It won't be an hour-long dive. And she only had 2,000 psi, and I'm sitting here watching my air, watching how much air I'm going through. And I look over at her air, and she's keeping on par with me, if not doing a little bit better on air than I am. And we ended up getting an hour out of 2,000 psi out of an aluminum 80. Granted, we're not deep, but still an hour out of 2,000 psi is really good. And check out these little guys. You see this little thing swimming right here? I don't know what these are. If you know what this is, please, in the comments below, let me know what that is. But I've seen a bunch of these, and they're really cool. No idea what they are. They're really weird looking. If you know what that is, seriously, in the comments below, let me know. I was wondering about that the rest of the dive. Yeah, and here's another one of those right here. I really have no clue what these are. And if you look up here in a second, you're going to see a pretty nice sized cat. Right there. It's amazing the things that you'll see at night. Like, I'm not saying you won't see a catfish during the daytime here, because you absolutely will. But you're going to see a lot more of them that you would not see during the daytime here. And you're going to see them a lot more actively hunting at night too. There are times when you can really follow a cat around and just watch them do what they do at night. Night diving just all around opens up a different experience that you just can't get during the daytime. Look at him going after him. Well, he was really on the chase. I don't know if he got him or not. Oh no, here he comes. And he went zooming. That fish got the zoomies, boy. He was on it. He was out of there. I don't know if he got him up there or not. But definitely had the zoomies on. I think he went and cracked the wall and got away from it. You can see them fish, when they're going chasing after something like that, they'll definitely stir up the silt. Look at all that. That's from them fish. Now imagine a diver with a bad fin kick, like I was talking about earlier. I'm trying to get this fish to eat that. He ain't going for it. I don't know what those are, but the fish won't eat it. That I've seen anyway. They might eat them. I don't know. They're going after the bluegills today. They're not going after that guy. I have him lit up and everything. Oh, this bass done seen him. He's after him. Oh, nailed him. Here goes the double header. I think that one that just came in from the bottom. Yep, there he goes. He's going up. Pretty sure they got him up in there. I think that catfish right underneath the log ended up getting a hold of him. But you can kind of see the stuff that I'm getting into, and if you're not paying attention, you're just watching the fish, you can really get yourself into a pretty bad situation. You get hung up on some of this stuff. So, like I said earlier, a good buddy is really important. This little tree right here is usually completely filled during the daytime with really little fish, but at night, the little fish can get out and they can go explore under the cover of darkness and go find something to eat. They don't have to be as confined into this type of stuff. But them little fish are usually right up in here. That way, if a big fish tries to get up in there and get them, they can zoom you around in there and take cover. Again, you can see she's got a really big camera set up. She's still able to navigate through all this flawlessly. It's hard for some divers to do that with nothing in their hands, let alone having a big camera with a strobe and a dive light and all that on it, or a video light and all that on it. And her camera setup's pretty decent size. I mean, it's got some pretty big arms on it. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoyed this dive. Hope you enjoyed getting to see what it was like watching these big bass hunt fish at night under light. It's honestly one of my favorite types of diving to do, and I really want to bring more of this type of content out. I know I've been out of it for a while. I appreciate everybody for coming back and checking me out again. I'm going to try not to take such a long hiatus this time. Life kind of got busy, and, you know, it is what it is. So, until next time, I'll catch you guys in the water.